Hi there, it's January 19th and time for Proverbs 19. The month is going fast, isn't it? Let's jump over there and we'll get into it. Okay. Better is a poor person who walks in his integrity than one who is crooked in speech and is a fool. Right? Doesn't say rich, it just says crooked in speech. To desire without knowledge is not good. I think some of the ones say zeal, a soul without knowledge. What's it say over here? It's not good to have zeal without knowledge. Yeah. Whoever makes haste with his feet misses his way. Got that? When a man's folly or foolishness brings his way to ruin, his heart rages against the Lord. Right? How often does that happen? Right. There's a meme that says bad things happen. It says sometimes it's because you're foolish and make dumb mistakes. Right? And when a man's folly brings his way to ruin, when a man's foolishness brings his way to ruin, his heart rages against the Lord. You always want to blame God, you know. How did you let this happen? God's like, I didn't let it happen. You let it happen. For wealth brings many new friends, but a poor man is deserted by his friend. Got that? And it's only wealth they're after, not you. As soon as your money's gone, they'll be gone too. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who breathes out lies will not escape. We're all hoping for that, aren't we? Because there's lots of those out now. Man, they're just everywhere. 6. Many seek the favor of a generous man, and everyone who is a friend to a man who gives gifts. Right? Yeah, everybody loves a philanthropist. Noble man, generous man. What's that say in the NIV? Many curry favor with a ruler, and everyone is the friend of a man who gives gifts. Right. Right. All a poor man's brothers hate him. How much more do his friends go far from him? Yeah. Most poor people are alone because nobody wants to be friends with him. He pursues them with words, but does not have them. What's that say over here? A poor man is shunned by all his relatives. How much more do his friends avoid him? Though he pursues them with pleading, they are nowhere to be found. Right. Wow. Yeah. That's a sad thing, isn't it? Whoever gets sense loves his own soul. He who keeps understanding will discover good. And how do you get sense? Right? You can ask the Lord for wisdom, who gives to all without finding fault. Or you can read Proverbs over and over again. 9. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who breathes out lies will perish. Didn't it say that up here? Yeah. Up here, 5 it says will not escape, and 9 it says will perish, will die. Trying to drive that point home. Well, twice in one thing. 10. It is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury, much less for a slave to rule over princes. Lots of this going on, huh? Never last. Fools living in luxury. So many singers and stuff that get rich really quick, or people who win the lottery. It never lasts. They don't know how to treat it. Okay, 11. Good sense makes one slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. That's a good one, right? Keep your mouth shut. Overlook stuff. Just let it go. Better for you. 12. A king's wrath is like the growling of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. Right. A foolish son is ruin to his father, and a wife's quarreling is a continual dripping of rain. Yeah. I always thought that said something different. A quarrelsome wife is like a constant dripping. Yeah. House and wealth are inherited from fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Get that? Slothfulness, laziness, casts into a deep sleep, and an idle person will suffer hungry, right? If you're lazy, you're going to go hungry. Slothful, what does that say over here? Laziness. That's what I said. 16, whoever keeps the commandment keeps his life. He who despises his ways will die. Got that? Whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed. You got this? If you give to the poor, you're giving to the Lord, and the Lord will pay you back. Don't expect a poor person to pay you back. The Lord will pay you back. With interest. And it always happens that way. Always. Discipline your son, for there is hope. Do not set your heart on putting him to death. Right? Discipline your kids. It says in other spots, if you don't discipline them, you're sentencing them to death. Okay? And you could see now, these kids that had no discipline, they're the ones that are protesting and gluing their hands to the street and just blocking traffic and just doing stupid stuff. And they're going to get in trouble or hurt. A man of great wrath will pay the penalty, for if you deliver him, you will only have to do it again. Wow. A very angry person will pay. And if you deliver him, you'll just have to do it again. All right? Well. Listen to advice and accept instruction, that you may gain wisdom in the future. Got it? Always listen to advice. 21. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. Right? Make all the plans you want, but God's going to have his way. Okay? God's always going to have his way. 22. What is desired in a man is steadfast love, and a poor man is better than a liar. Right? Steadfast love, loyalty. What does it say over here? Second page. Unfailing love. 23. The fear of the Lord leads to life, and whoever has it rests satisfied. He will not be visited by harm. Okay? Fear of the Lord. Awe, respect. The sluggard buries his hand in the dish and will not even bring it back to his mouth. I've never seen anybody that lazy, but I imagine there are people that are just they won't even feed themselves. 25. Strike a scoffer, and the simple will learn prudence. Reprove a man of understanding, and he will gain knowledge. Right. Oh, some of these people you gotta beat, huh? Some of these people you just have to beat. You used to. This says flog a mocker, and the simple will learn prudence. 26. He who does violence to his father and chases away his mother is a son who brings shame and reproach. Reproach, what is that? Disgrace. Shame and disgrace. Yeah. It's one of the big 10. Honor your father and mother. 27. Cease to hear instruction, my son, and you will stray from the words of knowledge. Right? Pretty straightforward, huh? 28. A worthless witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked devours iniquity. Now, what does that say over here? A corrupt witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked gulps down evil, says in the NIV. Laughs at justice. Let's look this up. Mocks at justice. Mocking. To treat with contempt or ridicule. Yeah. Lots of people like this, huh? You see these people mouthing off to the cops when they're pulled over? Mocking at justice. You were speeding, and I caught you. No, I'm this, I'm that. You can't do this. And screaming, and you know what? They end up getting hurt, tased, or worse. When a simple yes sir, no sir will get you out of most situations. And keep your mouth shut. Okay? One of the main ones, you have the right to remain silent, and they suggest you do. And 29, condemnation is ready for scoffers, and beating for the backs of fools. Right. So, that's 19. I didn't highlight too much in here today. Pretty straightforward. 3, when a man's folly brings his way to ruin, his heart rages against the Lord. Right. Yeah, I'm like, blame God. Right. When you're probably in that condition because you didn't follow him in the first place. And God will like, you want to do it my way now? Okay. And 4, wealth brings many new friends, but a poor man is deserted by his friend. Right. Money. Everyone loves people who have money. Whoever gets sense loves his own soul. How do you get sense? Pray. Pray to God. Ask him for it. You'll be surprised. He might tell you to read the Bible, but, that's what we're doing. And 10, it is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury, much less for a slave to rule over a princess. Right. And 11, good sense makes one slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. That's a big one. It is your glory to overlook an offense. Okay. Just overlook stuff. Don't dwell on it. 17, whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed. Got that? Generous to the poor is lending to the Lord. Jesus said, whatever you do for the least of these, you have done for me. Got that? Discipline your son, for there is hope. Do not set your heart on putting him to death. Right? Discipline your kids early. I've said before, kids learn all their behavioral patterns between the ages of 1 and 8, and that's when if you discipline them, teach them in the ways between the ages of 1 and 8, after that, it'll be set. And they might make mistakes, everybody does, but then they can come to you. More likely than not, they will be smart. They won't be the ones sitting in traffic trying to block trucks and stuff, 19, a man of great wrath will pay the penalty, for if you deliver him, you'll only have to do it again. I'm very angry. Some people are just angry all the time. They have scowls on their faces. Even if they're rich, they're like, some of those people in Congress are like, horrible faces, and there's just no hope for them. Maybe that's how they keep getting voted in, but we don't want to go there. Many are the plans in the mind of man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. All right? Make all the plans you want. God's going to have his way. And 23, the fear of the Lord leads to life. Fear, respect, awe, love. So, there you have it. That's That's Proverbs 19 for January 19th. That's Friday. Have a good weekend. Have a good everything. Do some relaxing. Just read a book. Read the Bible. You know, call a friend. Give somebody a hug. Be humble. Know when to keep your mouth shut and overlook stuff. It's better for everybody. See you next time.